Hey guys, it's Jason from Outdoor Adventures. Thanks for joining me. And today we're going to be looking at the Osprey Exos 48 liter. It also has two other versions in the 38 and the 58 liter model, and two different colors, the black and green, which you see here today, and a blue and white version. If you're not familiar with the other color and you want to see it in action, check out some of my videos when I hike with my friend Gary. He has the blue and white version. I'm going to do a quick rundown of features. You can find these features listed anywhere online in any video you see, and then after that we're going to talk about my experiences with the pack. So right off the bat, Osprey's design for the Exos was to go a little lighter. They did this by lowering the denier of fabric that they used for this model compared to some of their other models, and they also do this by taking the normal size webbing that you usually get for your compression straps, and they basically made it, I think it's about 1/4 of an inch. This concerned me a little bit when I first bought the pack because I didn't know how it was going to compress, but after using this pack for about a year now, it's not an issue. And I actually like this system a little better because it makes everything more streamlined in my opinion. So let's go over the features real quick, and I'll just basically give you like a 360 of the pack, and then we'll tell you about my experiences with the pack over this past year. Okay, so in the front we have this great big mesh pocket. This is a big area to store stuff in, and I will demonstrate this by throwing this pillow in. You can fit this whole thing in here, kind of give you an idea of what you can actually store. Okay, so you can see how much space you actually have in this mesh pack, and it could honestly go a little bit more. This is perfect for throwing your wet clothes in, drying out your socks, your rain fly or your tarp from your hammock. It's really good. I really like it, and it's a really big mesh pocket. All over the pack you have attachment loops. You can use these to attach carabiners and extra gear. You have two right here. You have let's see, a couple down at the bottom. You have a couple right here. You have your ice axe attachment down here, and then all along the top lid you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tons of attachment points, and you can also attach stuff on the compression straps like I said before. My favorite part about the pack has got to be Osprey's Airspeed suspension. What this is basically a breathable mesh, stretched mesh that goes along your back, and after a while it actually forms to your back. It's actually really comfortable. It's one of the top reasons why I bought this pack. I liked it so much on my Atmos and my Daypack Stratos that this was the next logical step for me. Not only is this a very comfortable feature about the pack, but it also helps with drying out your back after you've been sweating all day after a long hike. And they do this by raising the mesh up off of the back about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, as you can see my hand behind here. In the front, you have your hip belt pockets. It's a combination of a mesh lining and a foam insert. It's very comfortable on your hips. I've had no chafing at all, and it locks down very nice, and I will show you that once we put the pack on. Also, you get two hip belt pockets. They're a lot more roomy than what the Atmos had on it. I have the Atmos 65, and that was one of my only complaints about that pack, was that the pockets were a little small for me. So I actually have a Sawyer squeeze filter, if you guys are familiar with that. This actually fits the Sawyer squeeze widthwise very nicely. So you can tell, and they're the same pockets on both sides. You can fit that right there. So it's very nice. On the sides, you have these two big mesh water bottle pockets. This is a 48 ounce Nalgene Triton bottle. You can see that just swallows that whole thing up in there. Another cool feature about the side mesh pockets, you have them on both sides, by the way. You can actually take a water bottle, and instead of having to take the pack off to get it, because you really can't reach up and grab it, they give you this little side area where you can easily stick the water bottle there, and then you can just take it out whenever you want to take a drink. This works especially well with smart water bottles. And that's a great feature, and there's also a tie-off point on each of the sides as well. Now, turning the pack around the other way, let's just dive right into the top lid. Underneath the top lid, you have this very generous open space right here, this mesh area that you can put your first aid kit, your snacks, whatever you want to do with this. It's very, very spacious. I like it a lot. It's very nice. And there's a zippered pocket to hold everything in. Also, the pack features this top lid where you can easily access stuff on the interior of the lid. Now, for those of you that don't really want to have this top lid on, Osprey has a great fix for you. You are able to easily take this off. And let me show you that. It's just by unhooking these little clips here. Okay, and now you are left with the top lid. This top lid weighs actually 3.6 ounces, so you can shave that weight if you choose to. Now, if you do decide to take the top lid off, they have this system called the flapjack, in which case, if you like, you don't have to use this, but if you like that, that top protection, maybe it's raining or something or whatever, you can have this little flapjack thing that you can put over top of the pack, and it clips down in just like that. Okay, so you still have the protection, and it doesn't look like it's, like it's like a wide open pack. One of my complaints about this pack is that no matter if you're using the top lid or not, you can't take this flapjack off. I'm sure it only weighs an ounce, if that, but I would have liked to be able to take it off just like the top lid and kind of switch them out depending on what I was using it for. Is it a big deal? Not really, no. You can just kind of throw it in the pack right at your back, and it stays out of the way. Not a big deal. On the inside of the pack, you have the drawstring. It's a really, really nice system. There's no line lock on it, but this little thing gets the job done right here. Basically, to open it, you just kind of pull, and it opens wide up. Now, I have a couple quilts in here just to give it some form, but on the inside of the pack, you have an internal hydration sleeve. I just have this right in here. This is an Osprey Hydraulics LT, 2.5 liter. For those of you that don't have Osprey bladders, they offer a hanging loop right here that you can just kind of loop it in and clip it, and then you're done. Osprey also has an adjustment here, which this is basically for advanced users. I'm not really sure what you actually do with this. Maybe you're replacing the aluminum stays in here. By the way, the aluminum stays that give it form are aluminum 6065, I believe. And the first thing you notice when you open that pack is that you think that maybe the zipper is broken as it doesn't have the zipper pull on it. Again, this is just for, I guess, expert modification, and that's meant to be like that. Your pack is not broken. There's no need to contact Osprey. It's on almost every one of their packs, and it just kind of stays tight, and you don't even need to worry about it. That's it for the main compartment. It's just one solid compartment. There are no sleeping. There's no sleeping bag compartment, which I was kind of worried about. Not worried, but I kind of wanted a sleeping bag compartment, as I was really used to that on my Atmos 65 pack. I quickly got over that. I think not having a sleeping pad not having a sleeping bag compartment is better, so you can kind of just throw everything down, and then all your gear squishes it down without having to worry about extra zippers, snags, tangles, whatever. And I like that system better. On the bottom, and I did take this off just because I don't use a sleeping pad, but you have these two loops, and you have another of those 1/4-inch compression straps that weave in through here, and you're able to attach a sleeping pad right to the bottom of the pack. I chose to remove it. In fact, you can remove every part of these compression straps, no matter which ones you want, except for these right here. So to remove the straps, basically you just pull this out and it comes right out. To put it back in, you just feed it back in through the loop, and then you're done. The compression system is really nice. It's attached here, 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 and then it goes through the side pockets for your water bottle. You just basically pull this and then you're locked down. Another thing inside the top lid that I forgot to mention, and I just have a little piece of fabric in here from a hammock to give this some shape, but you also have this little red clip. I usually attach like a compass or my keys or some S-beaners in here. You know, small things that you don't want to lose, you want to have easy access to, like a compass, like I said, and that's been working out great for me. To reattach this, basically you turn the pack around, and it's very, very simple. You have these little connection points. Let me just attach this really quick. But I like the idea of having the removable top lid, especially for those that don't even like the top lid. I know some people don't even use this. Let's see, what else? It also features another. A lot of people think this is like a gimmick. It's real gimmicky, but I personally love this. It has this. It's called Osprey Stow on the Go system. Basically, when you're walking on the trail and you come to a flat section, and you're going to be on it for a while, or you just want to get rid of your trekking poles and like take a picture, you don't have to just throw them on the ground. You can actually put the trekking pole in here and then lock it down with this little loop right here. As you can see right now, it's a very, very unique system. I don't think it's on any other pack except for Osprey. I know Osprey makes use of the Stow on the Go system a lot on most of their packs. And I really like it. It's a really, really neat feature. Now, my personal experience with the pack is it's very, very, very comfortable. I love Osprey's airspeed. Just from hiking, my back sweats, but I can feel my back drying out due to the mesh on the back of the pack. The hip belts and the shoulder straps, the foam in here is fairly thick. It's not as thick as you might think on some of the other packs, but it does get the job done. The torso length on here, unlike some of the other backpacks that Osprey sells, like the Atmos, where you can Velcro and move the shoulder straps up and down, it does not offer that. I believe they just did that to save some weight, and it's been working out fine. The load lifters take a lot of the adjustment, and they fix it so you really don't need that feature. As you can see how low these go. So you can put them all the way down, or you can raise them up based on your height and comfort level. And I really, really like that. So you can see the aluminum stays are right here, holding the pack in. Now these are replaceable. They do have these little toggles holding it in. I imagine it would be a pain in the butt to take it off, but it is available via that internal zipper that I showed you earlier. So let's just throw this pack on, and I'll show you a couple other things that I really like about the pack. Okay, let's put the pack on here. Now this waist belt has a feature called Osprey's Fit on the Fly mode. Basically, it has a hand loop that you can go like this, and you can just tighten it down like that. I like this better compared to some of the other packs that they have, where this mesh or this webbing is just kind of like, dangling down at your knees or your hips. This actually just keeps everything kind of locked in, and you can adjust it as needed. It also has a sternum strap with a built-in whistle, very loud whistle actually. And the tensioners for the shoulder straps are right here. And then, like I said, you have the load lifters to get it nice and snug against your back. Now, like I was saying, Osprey's still on the go. You basically just grab this loop, put your trekking poles in that loop, and then you take this loop by your shoulder strap and you just pull this bottom and you lock it in. It offers free range of motion for your arms. Trekking poles do not get in the way of your swing at all. And then when you're ready to get your poles back out, you unhook them, grab the loop, and then you're ready to go again. I love that feature. Like I said, a lot of people think it's gimmicky. I use it all the time. Another thing, you have 2 pockets on your shoulder straps. You can easily put a pair of sunglasses or a water filter or any kind of small packages, energy gels, whatever you can find a use for them. But it is on both sides. I've had luck putting my monopod in here, my selfie stick, and that was a great little place for that. As I said, the packs, the waist belt pockets are fairly large. You can fit the Sawyer Squeeze in there, as well as the Sawyer Mini if you guys don't know about the Squeeze. And again, like I was saying, if you don't like taking your pack off to get your water, and you don't like using a hydration bladder, or whatever you find a use for, you can just simply grab the side pocket, put your water bottle in there, and then you have easy access to your water bottle. Another great feature that I wish a lot of other backpack vendors would do. Here is it with the Triton bottle. This is, like I said, 48 ounces, so this might get in the way a little bit, and it's just out of the way for me. I can actually scoot that up a little bit to get it more out of the way. And I just grab it, and then you're done. So guys, all in all, fantastic pack. I love the attachment loops anywhere. It's really easy to clip like a GPS or a spot tracker. It's been a fantastic pack for me. Really the only issue I had was I really wish they would allow you to remove the flapjack cover on the lid if you just use your top lid exclusively. That would have been nice. Again, it's not a big deal. It's probably only about an ounce of savings, but sometimes it just kind of gets in my way. And like I said, I'm just trying to find something wrong so I don't look like I'm an Osprey fanboy about it. But this is a fantastic pack. Very comfortable. I think I've carried up to 28 pounds very comfortably in this pack. Now, like I said before, it is meant for people trying to go light. Your thru hiker types. I would not use this pack for car camping, but it makes the 38 makes a great big day pack, or the 58 makes a good week-long pack. I've personally, the 48 liter, I've used up to 5 days without any space issues. I could probably go a full week with it, with food and water and everything I need, and it's just fantastic. I mean, I really like the pack. Before the review, I was trying to find and make sure, before I said anything about its durability, that there were no worn spots in the fabric. There was no, none of the stitching was coming out, and I was unable to find any flaws or in the workmanship or wear and tear on the pack itself. So I believe the durability is right on par with any of the other heavier denier fabrics. This pack, I believe, is this 48 small medium is $189. The 38 liter, I believe, is $160, and the 58 liter, I'm gonna say, is right around $200. Don't quote me on that. This was my memory from last year. This is an unscripted review. I don't have notes in front of me, but again, guys, this is a great pack. I highly recommend it. I think you will be very satisfied with the pack if you choose to go this route. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to ask. Just leave a comment below on YouTube, or you can message me on Facebook via Outdoor Adventures. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope this helps somebody.